Another day, another story. Human relationships are a fundamental aspect of our lives. Whether we are talking about romantic relationships, friendships, or family relationships, conflicts can arise at any time. Conflicts can be caused by a variety of factors such as differences in opinions, values, or lifestyles. How we handle these conflicts can determine the outcome of the relationship. In this article, we will explore some effective strategies for resolving conflicts in relationships. Listen actively. Active listening is the foundation of effective communication. When we listen actively, we show our willingness to understand the other person's perspective. To listen actively, we need to pay attention to what the other person is saying without interrupting them. We also need to ask clarifying questions to ensure we understand their point of view. By doing this, we can create a safe space for the other person to express themselves, which can help to diffuse the conflict. Identify the root cause of the conflict. To resolve conflicts, we need to identify the root cause of the conflict. Often, the conflict is not about what we think it is about. For example, a couple may argue about household chores, but the real issue may be a lack of respect for each other's contributions to the household. By identifying the root cause, we can address the underlying issue and find a solution that works for both parties. Use I statements. When we use I statements, we take responsibility for our feelings and avoid blaming the other person. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," we can say, "I feel frustrated when I don't feel heard." This approach can help to prevent the other person from becoming defensive, which can escalate the conflict. Avoid making assumptions. Assumptions can be a major source of conflict. When we assume that we know what the other person is thinking or feeling, we can easily misinterpret their actions or words. Instead of making assumptions, we should ask questions to clarify their intentions. By doing this, we can avoid misunderstandings that can lead to conflicts. Find common ground. Finding common ground can help to build a sense of shared understanding and mutual respect. We can find common ground by identifying shared values or goals. For example, a couple may have different opinions on how to spend their free time, but they may both value spending time together. By focusing on their shared value of spending time together, they can find a compromise that works for both of them. Take a break. Sometimes, conflicts can become too heated, and taking a break can be helpful. Taking a break can help to diffuse the tension and give both parties time to reflect on the situation. During the break, it is important to avoid ruminating on the conflict and instead focus on self-care activities that can help to reduce stress. Seek outside help. Sometimes, conflicts can be too complex or difficult to resolve on our own. Seeking outside help can be beneficial in these situations. This can involve seeing a therapist, counselor, or mediator who can provide an objective perspective and help to facilitate communication. Seeking outside help does not mean that the relationship is failing, but rather that both parties are committed to finding a solution. In conclusion, conflicts are a natural part of human relationships, but they do not have to be destructive. By using effective communication strategies, such as active listening, identifying the root cause, using I statements, avoiding assumptions, finding common ground, taking a break, and seeking outside help, we can resolve conflicts and strengthen our relationships. It is important to remember that conflict resolution is an ongoing process that requires patience, empathy, and a willingness to work together. Thanks for watching.